Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new Game News Roundup. Let's go. Let's do this. We got an update on Xbox Game Pass. It's good for some people. If you're, but hey, you see the headline. If you're a current subscriber to Game Pass, and you live in a handful of confirmed countries, maybe potentially more, you can actually avoid the 50% price increase or more. It's actually higher in some countries, apparently up to it's doubled in price in some places. You can actually avoid the price increase as long as you keep subscribed and have auto renew on. This has been confirmed by Microsoft. We don't know the exact extent of countries, but let's just quickly get into this. 50% price hike for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which was announced last week, is being held off for now in some countries, keyword some countries, and obviously for now, for existing subscribers, as long as they remain subscribed and keep auto renew enabled. So, head of Xbox Communications sent a statement to The Verge. Our recent Game Pass update remains unchanged. So yeah, they're not getting rid of the price increase. It's going to be what it is going to be. But current subscribers in certain countries will continue renewing at their existing price for now, in line with local requirements. So, this is not Microsoft doing this out of the goodness of their heart. No, this is them doing it because they have to. They're being forced to keep these lower price for people who have auto-renew on because of local requirements, local laws. We'll provide advance notice before price adjustments take effect in these countries. So if you have auto-renew on and they're going to increase prices if you have auto-renew to the higher current price that was announced, they will let you know in advance. An advance notice, which we'll get to in a moment. But, so yeah, confirmed countries, people posting on Reddit, they've gotten emails and stuff. I got a different one being a subscriber in the US. So if you're in Germany, Ireland, South Korea, Poland, and India, these are so far the confirmed countries we know, they will be able to keep paying the previous price as long as they don't cancel their subscription, as long as they have auto renew on. And yes, it is possible. It's available in other countries. However, as a subscriber in the U.S., I can confirm that, we're not so lucky at the U.S. By far, Xbox's biggest market. We'll be getting a hit as of November 4th, according to an email that I received myself. Again, this is likely due to local regulations, and an email stated subscribers in these markets will be notified at least 60 days in advance of any price changes. So, these are the two emails that were sent out. First things first, the lucky people. Like you say, lucky, the ones who have auto renew on, they're able to keep paying the previous price point, at least for now. So, email sent to subscribers who are able to keep paying the lower price. Received. Recently, you may have heard about changes to the price of Xbox Game Pass subscriptions. At this time, these increases will only affect new purchases and will not affect your current subscription for the market in which you reside, as long as you are an auto-recurring plan. Should you choose to cancel your plan and repurchase, you will be charged at the new current rate. If for any reason there may be changes to your existing account, we will notify you at least 60 days in advance, so you'll have a 2-month warning. And you will have the option to cancel or change your subscription plan at any time. Thank you again for being an Xbox Game Pass subscriber. We'll continue to strive to deliver you high-quality games, blah, blah, blah. Now, this is the email I personally received being a subscriber in the U.S. Thank you for being a subscriber of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. We are planning to update our prices so that we may continue to bring you more value and great games for the very best gaming experience. I don't know, I'm not sure where the more value comes in, considering they increased the price by 50% in the U.S., and what I've seen, upwards of 100%, if not more, in some other countries. So, yeah, starting November 4th, 2025. So if you are a subscriber in the U.S., starting November 4th, 2025, the one-month subscription price will be $29.99 for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, plus applicable taxes every recurrence period, unless you cancel up to 2 days prior to your next scheduled payment date. You can request a prorated refund if you cancel within 14 days of the new price being changed. You can also manage your subscription, how you pay or cancel subscription by visiting your Microsoft account. Now, I think I mentioned this in the last video. I have basically maxed out to 3 years. You can max up to 3 years of a Game Pass subscription. which is nice. And I had Xbox Live Gold. I used Microsoft Rewards to max it out to 3 years. I don't know how many years ago. And then I was able to do a 1-for-1 for Game Pass Ultimate. So I was able to upgrade to Ultimate. Gave 3 years of Xbox Live Gold to 3 years of Game Pass Ultimate. And I've been able to earn enough Microsoft Rewards points to keep it going. And I've been maxed out at 3 years. And been able to actually use any extra points on getting some new controllers. Which has been nice. But, of course, that is gone. So I'm going to see what I'll have to do in 3 years myself. But to note, a couple of things. Let's see. Some retailers are still selling Game Pass Ultimate at the previous price. It could be because I'm not seeing the hit until November 4th, 2025, so you might be able to buy in stores and retailers for $20 as long as stock is available. And you can get up to 3 years. So if you're like, okay, $20 is good, $30 might be a bit ridiculous, you can stack 3 years if you're able to find the $20 prices and just get your 3 years stacked up at $20 a month. That saves you $120 a year. Times 3 years, that's $360 you're gonna save. If you do it, if you choose to do so. But obviously the main thing here, if you're a subscriber in Germany, Ireland, South Korea, Poland, and India, you'll be able to keep the previous price at least for now if you keep auto renew on. So don't cancel it if you're willing to keep. If you think $20 or whatever your price previously was equivalent is worth it, then keep auto renew on, and obviously you'll be notified if they do increase the price in the future. And we did get a bit of report that's probably most likely true. One of the reasons for this big increase, I think, is stupid. At least in the US, Game Pass Essential and Premium, which was core and standard, same prices, you do get more benefits on the cheaper tiers of Game Pass, the 2 cheapest tiers of Game Pass, Essential and Premium, as you now get some PC games as well as Xbox Cloud Gaming, which were not available before, and a couple other random things, but those were the same price, at least in the US. I did see in some other countries, those did go up in price a little bit. But we did figure out one reason why. Report. Xbox reported lost $300 million by putting Call of Duty on Game Pass last year. This is across lost units copies sold on Xbox and PC. Obviously, that is being offset a bit by people subscribing to Game Pass, but obviously not enough people. I think Microsoft was hoping millions and millions and millions of people, maybe 5 to 10 million people, would subscribe to Game Pass because of Call of Duty being available on it, and they would keep their subscription going. I mean, I'm assuming there's some people who subscribe to Game Pass for Call of Duty, and maybe they're like, oh, we like this, and they stay subscribed. But clearly not enough have done so. So, yeah, a former employee at Xbox told Bloomberg that Xbox lost $300 million in sales of Call of Duty last year on Xbox consoles and PC, specifically from Black Ops 6, due to the game now being available day one on Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass. This is according to, the employee said this is according to internal estimates. So it's not 100%. But yeah, Game Pass hasn't delivered the explosive growth Microsoft anticipated post-Activision, and they've realized their infrastructure costs don't align with their pricing models, according to an analyst, gaming analyst. Yeah, Microsoft had hopes Game Pass would grow to the point of being like the Netflix of gaming. However, that hasn't happened. It's the last known figure was like 34 million subscribers a couple years ago. I'm assuming it's grown since then. We do know in 2020, the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2025, so from July 2024 to June 2025, Game Pass generated nearly $5 billion in revenue in that fiscal year, which is a decent number. Obviously, it costs money for Game Pass, and according to Microsoft, it's profitable, but how do they do the numbers? Do they take into account lost first-party sales, lost copies sold of games for people being subscribed? Does that include first-party games, or is that just, all right, this is how much the service costs for Game Pass, and here is for the cost for third-party games, and that's it? We're not totally sure how their numbers work exactly, even though they do say it is profitable. And of course, we'll see how many subscribers they end up losing with the huge price increase, the big price hike. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly mention this stuff here. So yeah, if you're a subscriber in Germany, Ireland, South Korea, Poland, and India, and potentially some other countries, you would have gotten an email saying if you keep auto renew on, you'll be able to, for now, be subscribed at the previous price. But if you do cancel and then repurchase, you'll be paying the higher price. But we'll see how long this lower price is available for. But I thought this would be worth to note here with all this stuff going on with Game Pass. And I still think it's way too much of an increase. I can understand, fine, you do a little bit of an increase. Like Netflix or other subscription services, yeah, they go up like $1 a year. $1 at a time. Maybe $2. Usually. I mean, sometimes a little bit more than that. But usually it's $1 or $2 increases. So I feel like they should have gone from $20 a month to $22 a month to $24 a month. You know what I mean? They could have raised it just by a couple bucks, and people are like, it's still worth an extra couple bucks a month, no big deal. But $10 a month, it's like that's a huge increase, you know? And especially this is after, I mean, we know why they increased the price of Xbox consoles. I mean, PlayStation went up in the US as well, and the Nintendo Switch prices also went up in the US. And we all know the main reason for that, and that's due to the tariffs that are out there, which is why all three manufacturers have seen price increases, although the Xbox went up by far more than the PlayStation and Nintendo did. I guess Switch 2 hasn't increased in price yet, but I'm assuming Nintendo wants to avoid doing that for as long as they can, because it is a new console and they want to get a decent-sized user base out there. But anyways, that's enough of me rambling. If you enjoy this quick video, I've been rambling on a little bit longer here, but if you enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to hit the like button. Leave a comment down below on all your thoughts and all this stuff here. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you all next time for some more gaming news, gaming sales, and gaming industry information.